This trail is really nice. This is part of the Bruce Trail, and it's just one of those trails that I feel like I've been hiking as a kid, and every time I hike it, I feel nostalgic immediately. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's really pretty in all seasons. Sometimes we snowshoe it, sometimes we bike it, sometimes we run it. It's just, I don't know. And every time of the year, it's like different and really cool, which I really like. So obviously the leaves are changing and the season's changing, and you can kind of feel like, I don't know, the heaviness, the weight of it all, which gives you some perspective, I think, and it helps with writing. But I also just love being cozy. It's a little caterpillar. Hey, buddy. Look at him. He's flying. Hey, buddy. Yeah. In many ways, I'm like the caterpillar, you know? There you go, buddy. Man, I wonder what makes that sound. Sounds like an instrument. I mean, in a weird way, like you can tell that like instruments are so based off of like nature, you know, just by hearing that, you're like, that sounds like almost sounds like a car, like a horn or something, like a meow, meow. Nature is much more inspiring to create in than being in the city, I find. I don't know, maybe you're less influenced by people and you're more influenced by, you know, the outdoors and just, you know, unapologetically authentic things. And that's cool. There's a piano in my grandpa's house, and he was like the real kind of musician of our family. And that's kind of where we all would like, you know, tinkle on that thing for a while every time we'd get together. But then I kind of really loved music, like I think the most out of the three of us. And so my parents kind of saw that early on, and then that's when they put me into like a music school when I was in grade 4, which was pretty cool. I was in a band called Twisted Strings with my brother, and that was pretty electric. I remember, that's a funny story because actually when I was in grade 3, I my brother was in grade 8 at the time, so big age gap, and I was the guitar player, and it was like the last day of grade 3 or something, and we were on like a grade 3 field trip, and I had to get taken back to school to go play the grade 8 dance, which is pretty electric. So I was just in grade 3, and I went to go play this dance, which was really funny.
Hey, yo, you on a bike ride? Are you on a bike trail? Oh, yes, you are.
It was 2023, and I remember I was talking to my dad at the start of the year, and I was kind of like, you know, I might go back to school, and I think music's just really hard, and I don't know, I don't see a way that it's gonna work. And my dad basically was like, no, you can't stop. And he wasn't gonna let me stop. He was like, you gotta keep going. Like everything takes time and everything's hard, um, you know, but you're so close, and you just gotta keep pushing. And then literally that year, I got like 2 grants. I won a Aeolian Hall songwriting contest. I won the Slate It's Your Shot contest. I opened my first studio ever. I love this tree, that it's like fully growing on the angle. Yeah. Trying to find a cool stick. I feel like I'm jousting. When I first wrote Broke Skin, I definitely did not expect it to kind of be the single that was going to be pushed to radio. Actually, I didn't write any song thinking it was going to be pushed to radio. But when I made Broke Skin, I definitely was just kind of thinking like, You know, it felt to me very like Kings of Leon-y, but also like a little more, just felt like more like live, which I really liked. And yeah, and then when I partnered with Slate Music, then that's when they reached out to a radio promoter and they showed them the project, and he was like, "Broke Skin's the song," and I was like, "Okay." It honestly just felt like any other song I'd written, but I guess you could say it was like, it was inspired. I will say that. Like I remember writing the song and being like inspired by certain sounds and like a certain kind of progression, and yeah, feeling good about that and feeling like I captured what I wanted to with the song. Yeah, I don't know. I am very lucky to have spent a lot of my youth here. Oh, that was fun.